say I got closer to Christ. As I just said, I started going to young adults for my church, and then one of my friends' churches too. I started going there. I started going to prayer night every first month of the Wednesday. That's actually like really cool, and just feeling closer to Christ too. And I feel like I'm not sinning as much as I used to, or thinking about sinning, and it's really helping me, especially grow as a person. I feel like I'm maturing every day, especially. Um, yeah, I can be goofy sometimes, but I'm starting to think what Jesus would do sometimes. I'm not as hot headed as I used to be. I don't get things upset me as easily as I used to. So that's really good. You know what today is? New Year's. Woo! We back, baby. Better than ever. Like I never left. It's not like I wasn't on YouTube for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I don't even know. It was a very long time when I was on YouTube. We back though. We came back in 24, and we still coming back in 25. Well, not. We're continuing it in 25. You know, New thing we're doing. New talks, new segments, more K.M.B, I guess you can say. More vlogs, no, I'm just playing. More music, no, I'm just playing. But welcome back to Real Talk with K.M.B, and you are now listening to K.M.B talk about real stuff. Real talk with K.M.B. You already know what it is. That was probably the longest intro I ever did. So let's just get it started. You guys know how like I wasn't on YouTube for a very long time. At one point, I was vlogging like constantly with my old crew, and I do got to give my old crew respect of how much control issues I had, the stuff that I made us do for the vlogs or whatever, our stupid antics and stuff like that. They helped me out a lot. And it was fun making those vlogs that I did back in the day with them. Got to give respect to my bro Jordan that put me on YouTube, that helped me out, just doing YouTube in general and stuff like that. I remember when we were vlogging with each other in 2018. 2018 was wild for vlogging, especially in my era. Was it fun vlogging in the time? It was. It was a lot of fun being on YouTube. I remember creating YouTube videos just in general, and it was a good hobby that I had at one point. I got rid of it. I stopped doing it in around late or around 2019, basically you can say. I stopped doing it, and then I did music for a little bit, and music wasn't really for me. I learned that I feel like in 21 and 22 and 23 I was just being me. I started following Christ more, stuff like that. And now in 24 I came back to YouTube, started a podcast. I've been wanting to do a podcast since like probably 2021, honestly, maybe 22 it was, but I want to do one, and I just said screw it. So started one by myself, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's fun coming out with new stuff to talk about and stuff like that. Like I said, a lot of people told me, they're like, "Oh, are you ever going to go back to vlogging?" Honestly, guys, I'm probably not. Like, if you have me on Snap or whatever, you know about my stories, you know about the places I be, seeing cool things and stuff like that. I'll take a pic, post on my story or whatever, but that's about it. I don't really want to like be behind the camera like that. Maybe it will be back fun vlogging again, but maybe it's not a definitely no, but for now it's a no. So but like I said, this is Real Talk with K.M.B, and today we're gonna talk about blessings that happened this year. Well, 24 blessings that happened in 24, things that I'm trying to go look forward in 25, and growing as a person every day, getting closer to Christ, having more relation with Jesus. That's also my main priority. That was my main priority since 23, probably 2023. Um, and what else? We're gonna talk about maybe some downs. Let me think about some. I try not to think negative, so I come up with some, I'll say it or whatever. But in 2024, blessings, I would say I got closer to Christ. As I just said, I started going to young adults for my church, and then one of my friends' churches too. I started going there. I started going to prayer night every first month of the Wednesday. That's actually like really cool, and just feeling closer to Christ too. And I feel like I'm not sinning as much as I used to, or thinking about sinning, and it's really helping me, especially grow as a person. I feel like I'm maturing every day, especially. Um, yeah, I can be goofy sometimes, but I'm starting to think what Jesus would do sometimes. I'm not as hot headed as I used to be. I don't get things upset me as easily as I used to. So that's really good. I really do want to enter 2025 in a good year. I know everybody says that. I know everybody makes New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna go to the gym or whatever. Like everybody says that. Notice that all the time you be driving past a gym, right? Full parking lot. January, February, still full. March, iffy. By the time summer, that no one, everybody stopped that whole commitment. But here's the thing though, that I learned over the years: you shouldn't just change because it's a new year. I kind of learned that we should change every day. We should try to be the best version of ourselves. We should try that routine that makes us a better person, instead just because it's a new year. So new year, new me. Every day you should change for the better. And I remember in high school I used to say that. I used to act up sometimes, and teachers used to be like, "Why you acting up like that?" And I said, "New year, new me," like as a joke or whatever. I remember too though, I actually did try to take that stuff serious and be like, "Oh, this year I wanna do this more. This year I wanna do that more." Or less more. But then I got closer to Christ, like I said, and it kind of made me think about it. And it's like every day I just want to change into the best version of me. So every day I want to be better. Be better than I am today. I mean. Blessings too. I still got a job. I'm grateful for that. I still got a roof under my head and grateful for that. Like I say, I'm just grateful that I have Christ more in my life, and feel like I'm thinking more of what Jesus would do, and that's what I always really wanted to think. Like I said, I'm not as hot headed. I don't make things get stuck in my head and upset about things and stuff like that. I brush it off now and just say it is what it is. I feel like I'm a lot more patient than I used to be, so at least that's good. Downfalls, I don't really know, I guess. Like I said, I try not really to think that negatively. Maybe I'm just gonna say it. I had a position at work or whatever. I lost that good position, and I'm back to my old position that I was once in. But I mean, it is what it is. It is on God's timing. Maybe that position that I was in, maybe something would have went wrong. Okay, did it upset me? Yeah. Did I kind of feel down on myself? Yeah. But at the same time, I also just kept on thinking, like, what's God's plan in this? And I know it's not to make myself feel like a failure, so I had to think like that. I feel like my trust issues, my abandonment issues, I feel like they're getting a lot better. At least I'm aware of me having those issues and me just neglecting it or not knowing it. So at least I'm working on that per se, and at least I'm opening up more to people about my issues. That some people like to hide it, some people take it out on drinking, And that's another thing too. People are probably gonna say, like, didn't you make a whole video about how drinking is stupid and people, weren't you the one that said you don't need to drink to have fun, yada yada yada. I'm gonna pop the champagne bottle on New Year's. I'm gonna do me. You guys can call me a hypocrite and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get drunk. I'm not gonna get hammered. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't remember it or whatever. I'm not letting the alcohol control me. I'm controlling the alcohol. End of the story. I'm not encouraging for people to drink either. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But like I said, it is a new year, guys. Happy New Year's. 2025. It's so crazy to me. So crazy to me that I've been on this earth for 23 years, bro. I'm turning 24 this year. That's even crazier. That I'm just still looking back on my past and like thinking I know I'm not old, okay? Because there's people in their 50s or 40s that call me young, and I get that. But still, I be driving around sometimes and I see like just kids playing outside and it just takes me back. It takes me back where you were a kid and you weren't thinking about your struggles in life, I guess. Your downfalls or your past. You were thinking of the future. You were thinking, when I grow up, I can't wait to be this or that. I'm gonna have a family when I grow up. I can't wait to get my future career. I can't wait to have kids. I can't wait for my own house and stuff like that. We all remember wishing on that stuff as kids. And now that we're older, we're just like, dang, I wish I can be a kid again. It's so true, though, that when our parents told us, don't waste your childhood, they weren't lying about that. When people said, don't wish to grow up. And we all took it for granted because every kid does. Let's be honest here. But you also got to think, yes, we are growing up. Yes, we are getting older, but you also have to realize, though, when you were a kid, though, weren't you, though, struggling at that time? Weren't you still, like, complaining about the position that you are in? You got to think positive sometimes. I'm grateful, yeah. I sometimes do see, kids just playing outside. I'm like, dang, I miss that when me and my friends did that. When did we stop doing that? Dang, that was fun times. But at the same time, though, it's kind of, I think about where I'm at now. I hated school. I don't have to go to school anymore. I rather work. And yeah, people are gonna say like, oh yeah, but you gotta go to your job every day. I'd rather go to my job and make money than go sit down in a desk and people tell me what to do and do this essay, write this piece of paper, solve this math problem. I'd rather just do my job and do my position and make the money that I make. And like I said, it's a new year, guys. Start thinking about how you can be better this year. Start thinking about what you need to do to become a better version of you. Maybe work is becoming your lifestyle. Maybe you should stop that. Make more time for your family and friends. Trust me, I remember I was chasing the money. I remember at my young adults there was a thing called Jesus Over Money, I believe it was. It was like a segment that we did, or a subject it was, that we talked about, and it kind of made me thinking about it. When I was 19 and 20, I was chasing that money. I was double shifting at work. I was constantly working. I was always just, I want a second job. I want this and that. I want more money. I want a savings. I want my savings to go up. I want this. I want that. And when I went to my young adults that night with the Jesus Over Money, it made me think about, like, bro, I'm not making work my lifestyle. I did at one point. I'm not doing that again. I mean, I get it. Like, if you need the money, and you have to provide for your family, I get that 100%. But when you're still young and you You got little bills to pay, dude. It's not a lifestyle, bro. Make those memories with those people that you care about. Don't always be chasing the money. Start spending time with your significant others. Start doing that. Start trying to like be there more for people. Go to more birthday parties for people, or holidays with people like Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving. Start showing up to those, because you never know when one family member is not going to be there anymore. And people don't think like that. You look at it, a lot of people also look at jobs like that. Christmas Day, they're like, oh, I'm making triple time on that day, so I'm going to work it. Oh, are you seeing your family? Nah, I got work, bro. Making triple time. 10 years from now, that one family member that hosted that Thanksgiving, or that Christmas, is not going to be there anymore. You're going to be like, oh, shoot, where was I last year? Oh, I was making triple time. That was that. That week was that good check, wasn't it? And that's it. And what did he even spend the money on? Groceries? No. Oh, maybe a bill to pay? No. A brand new car? Yep. What was wrong with your old one? Just didn't want it anymore. This check was nice. This bonus was nice. So you bought it for yourself. But like I said, it's a new year, so you can start over. Even if you don't like the place that you're in right now, save your money, save up, get out of there, move to a different state if you have to. If your mind is not where you want it to be, and get out of there. Even one of the best New Year's resolution that you guys can do is start going to church more. Start learning about Jesus more. Start praying more. Start reading the Bible more. I have to work on that one. Yeah, I slip up on that one a little. Like I said, I've never been a reader, so that one struggles with me a lot. I do want to start learning more about what Jesus did in the past for others. I want to learn more about people's testimonies, because honestly, a testimony is one of the coolest stories from people. Again, there was people that were out drinking all the time. There was people that been through war. There was people that were chasing girls. There was people out partying every night, and they came to Jesus, and you wouldn't believe their past of what they did or what they've been through. It's crazy. But again, they changed. They got close to Christ, became the best version of them. So this year, I want you guys to start thanking the Lord more, start praying to Him, start getting closer to Him, start going to church. Trust me, it'll make you feel so different than how you used to feel about things. How frustrated you used to feel about things, or how upset you used to be about things. It will help with you. Prayer is one of the strongest things that you guys can do. So don't forget that. Jesus will always love you. Don't forget that. And I'm blessed to see a new year. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for everything that you did. Amen. And I'll see y'all later.